Welcome one and all to the debut of the Meet the Mets podcast. I am your host, Demetrius George, from deep here in Queens, where the baseball is a prop and no one takes me seriously. It is April 7th in the year of our Lord 2022, and can you smell that? Can you smell that? That is the smell of opening day baseball. Yes, indeed. Around this time last year, we didn't know what that was. And that's okay, because this year is different. This year is very different. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York Mets are on the rise. After the offseason we've had, it's beautiful. The signing of Starling Marte, Eduardo Escobar, Matt Canha. Sure, Javi Baez is gone. Sure, Marcus Stroman is gone. Sure, we didn't re-sign Michael Conforto. None of that matters. None of that matters. Why? Because we got Max Scherzer, ladies and gentlemen. It's official. Without a doubt, we're going to the World Series. I could see no other reason why this can go awry. And just like that, I'm proven wrong. It was supposed to be DeGrom and Scherzer all year. DeGrom and Scherzer every year. Now it's just the most. No, I'm not gonna do that typical Mets thing where I look at the downside. No, we're gonna look at the bright side this year. This year is the year I can feel it. I can feel it. So that being said, today's opening day matchup will be between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. As you can see right there, it'll be us on the road against the Nationals at Nationals Park at 7:05 p.m. The pitching matchup will be Taylor McGill and Patrick Corbin. Now, why are we starting Tyler McGill, you may be asking? Well, Jacob DeGrom was supposed to be the opening day starter. He's hurt. Max Scherzer was supposed to be the opening starter behind DeGrom. He's hurt. Taijuan Walker, he's hurt. So this is what we've got. We've got Tyler McGill. We've got Tyler McGill, who went 4-6 last year with a 4.52 ERA. For those of you who are not adept in stats like I am, that means you've given up 4.5 runs per game. And that's in 18 games. So, not the best. However, Patrick Corbin is actually looking a lot worse from last year's perspective. He had 9-16, a 5.82 ERA in 31 games. I'm not too concerned about facing Patrick Corbin. What I'm concerned about more so is everything hitting wise. Everything hitting wise looks okay. A lot of our best guys have a high average against Corbin, which is good. Which is very good. It's what I like to see. Brandon Nimmo, that 190 against Corbin is not going to do very well. Dom Smith with a 750 batting average against Patrick Corbin. He better be in today's lineup, because if he's not, I'm going to be upset. On the other side, though, we have Mr. Juan Soto, who's 0 for 2 against Tyler McGill. So, hey, maybe things aren't looking so bad. But speaking of bad, yeah, there it is, the injured list. Oh, good God, look at it. Just look at it. Brandon Nimmo, day-to-day from yesterday. Max Scherzer, day-to-day. Taijuan Walker, day-to-day. Jacob DeGrom, being healthy himself was the April Fool's joke, day-to-day. Joey Lucchese's out for 60 days, or at least should still be on the 60-day DL. He was put on there before April could even start. I think the point is that I don't think we're allowed to have anything there. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. Major League Baseball has us projected to go 88-74. Is that enough to make the playoffs? I hope so. But it doesn't matter, because we're going to the World Series. I'm calling it now. Mark my words, on this day, April 7th, we're going to the World Series. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise. Why is that? I'll tell you why. Spring training stats. So here are spring training stats from this year. Leader in batting average is Nathan O'Neill. Not sure what he did to get that perfect batting average and perfect on base percentage, but I'm sure probably had one at bat and went really well. Leader in home runs was Frankie Lindor with 4. Leader in RBI was Frankie Lindor with 11. So I expect a big year from him. And leader in hits was Dom Smith with 11. I know spring training is more so about getting the younger guys involved and making sure the big league roster is in shape and ready to go for the regular season, but that is okay with me. We're just gonna Look at some of the guys we expect to see in the regular season. Frankie Lindor, the 294 batting average, very good. That 1,000 OPS is going to be very much needed. Mark Canha hit 219. That's good. Very good. Jeff McNeil also doing well. I was going down the list and I noticed that if not for Nathan O'Neill, the highest batting average on the team in spring training was Starling Marte. Starling Marte with a higher batting average and a higher OPS than Francisco Lindor. That 1.172 OPS is going to be outstanding. I'm honestly can't wait to come back sometime this year and look at everyone's WAR. WAR being wins above replacement. WAR meaning that that's the number of wins you contribute to your team when you're on the field versus when you're being replaced by somebody. So a good year all around in the spring so far. I have expectations. Being a Mets fan, we're not allowed to have expectations. So there's not much I could say. There's not much I can do. All I can hope is that make the playoffs, we win the division, and we go to the World Series. That's literally it. That's it. That's all from me from today's episode of Meet the Mess. I'm Demetrius George, your host. Remember, God bless, Godspeed. Let's go Mets.